Thank you for choosing 3 Feet Cycling's Unbound Gravel SAG support. We know this is a big weekend for everyone, and we're excited to be a part of your big weekend there in Emporia, Kansas. I'm Jeff McCool with 3 Feet Cycling. We want to give you some final details as we head into race weekend here in just less than 2 short weeks. Your big rides are probably pretty well done. You've got everything dialed in. We've been seeing a ton of pictures online with everyone dialing in their bikes, their setups, everything like that. So with that, we're going to try to dial in your SAG support so you know exactly what to expect along the way. If we don't cover something that you have a question on, you can always reach us via email at mccool@3feetcycling.com. We'll put it here on the screen. You can also reach us on the socials at 3 Feet Cycling. Be happy to answer any questions that you have, or we can see you there on race weekend and answer anything that you do have. We do send out a rider's guide that has all of the information we feel is important for our riders that we support. That does not discount the information that Unbound Gravel has in their rider's guide that you need to look for on their website. We do try to put links to it within EF format that we send out with this video, but please go out there, look at it, understand the rules and what's expected, where things are at. There are some neutral water stops that we don't mention in ours because we cannot be there. If we come on course, please understand we're coming for a rider. And if we come for that rider, you are out of the race. So we do not come on course unless we do have to pick up a rider. So with that, we're going to go through this schedule of events and kind of what to plan for with support. We will be at All Things Gravel Expo. We will be in booth A30. A is an apple, 30. That is over by the food area. If you see Maxis or Feedback Sports, we are not far from them there along the street. So that's where our tent will be on Thursday and Friday. That expo is from 2 to 7 on Thursday afternoon, and then on Friday from 10 to 5 p.m. During that time from 10 to 5 p.m. is when you can drop off your bags for race day. You will have one bag that you will need to drop off for each checkpoint. So if you're in the 100, you will drop one bag with us. If you are in the 200, you will drop 2 bags, one for each checkpoint. Do not plan on those bags being at from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2. There is overlap, and we do have a lot of bags that we do move around, so you do need to have 2 separate bags with anything you want for each of those checkpoints. When we are there at the expo, you will look for our tents, which we'll put up here a second, and also our flags that will help identify us. We've also got pictures of those within our rider's guide. Saturday morning, we do have some pro men with us, so your race starts at 5:50 a.m., which is a little bit of a change. For the general population, your race continues to start at 6 a.m. on Saturday. We will not be around Saturday morning to pick up any bags. You will need to get those to us Friday. Bag pickup. We will only provide bag pickup on Sunday morning. We will start at 9 a.m. there in the Farmers Market parking lot behind Mulready's Pub at 8th and Merchant. If you cannot pick up your bag on Sunday morning because maybe you have an early flight out, you're trying to get on the road, we understand that that's not a problem. We are happy to ship it for you. There is a fee, a $40 shipping fee for shipping and handling. Just email mccool@3feetcycling.com by Friday, June 11th. Anything that's left after that date will be considered a donation to the club. Bag check-in. That will be Friday, and these are going to be your drop bags for each distance. A couple of things. Again, we are going to be in All Things Gravel Expo at booth A30. No fluids allowed in your SAG bags. Don't pre-fill your water bottles, your camelbacks, anything like that. No exceptions on that. You can pre-fill your bottles with your powder if you would like. We have water, we have ice at each checkpoint. Happy to help in filling those. We can do it very quickly. And so that should not be a problem. You will have one bag for each checkpoint, as I mentioned earlier. So you, Unbound Gravel 100 riders, you will bring us one bag. And for the 200, you will bring us two bags, one for each checkpoint. We ask that it be the size approximately of a reusable grocery bag. No coolers. One change this year versus last year is we are going back to where you're providing your own bag. We do recommend that it is able to either close or you tie the handles to prevent items from falling out. We do our best to make sure that nothing is lost, but we know how bad of a situation that could be for you, so we try to make sure that we tie those up or anything like that, and we do put tags on them when you check in of appropriate colors so that we know which checkpoint they're going to, which distance, your name, and your rider number. So those will be taken care of, and we will provide those colored tags at check-in. Again, no coolers, no liquids, bring your own bags. You can have it pre-packed. It'll make it easier, I think, for you as we get into check-in. We do not, at our checkpoints, provide nutrition. Nutrition at this point is very particular to each rider, and I'm not even going to try to do that for the number of riders that we provide service to. So bring your own specific nutrition. We will have real food at checkpoint. And so we will have that. We'll have water, usually have Cokes, 7-Up, some ginger ale, things. If your stomach does start to turn with all the gels, we can help turn that stomach around so you can begin eating again. So we will take care of those things. We'll have ice socks, etc. I would highly suggest that you put an extra water bottle in each bag. It is not uncommon that there is rough areas along the course that all of a sudden a water bottle is ejected from people's bikes. And if those are the only water bottles you have for the day, you're going to be short on water at the next checkpoint. And there are those neutral water stops that you can refill that will save your day. Have mechanics at each checkpoint. When you come in, we will have volunteers pulling your bag as soon as we see you're coming in so that we get it to you. You let us know what you need. We refill bottles. We fill your new bottles, whatever you need with water. Time is important, but not the only thing. Take your time. Make sure you don't forget things as you're there. We're there to help out. And we can make these changes very quick for you. Also, when you come in, we want to know, is there anything going on with the bike? Anything we need to look at for you? Or do you just need a wipe down and lube on the chain? If you're running a waxed chain, you've got to tell us that. And one thing that has worked well is that on your chain stay, you put a sticker that says wax chain. Because remember, we're doing a lot of bikes throughout that time, and there may be a gap between us talking to the mechanic and them getting to your bike possibly. So that'll just be a nice reminder, hey, wax chain, don't put anything on if that's your choice. But you just let us know. If it is muddy, we do have power washers on site, so we can quickly knock off the mud and get you going again without a problem. If you have tire issues or anything like that, we will work to get those done, replace the tire, and put in sealant and things like that so that you can get on your way or put in a tube. So we will take care of those things. We can take care of most minor mechanical. If you need a full rebuild, that could be a different issue. So we've done quite a few things at checkpoint, surprisingly, to help riders out. Now, when you check in your bags, just a couple of things. There will be colored tags, so we do need to know which bag is going to which checkpoint specifically for you 200 riders. We will put a red tag on your checkpoint 1, your Eureka bag, and we will put a green tag on your one going to Madison. On that, again, we will put your last name and also your rider number. So please know your rider number when you come into checkpoint or when you come in to check in your bags. That helps us out. We can look it up, but it just makes things flow a little better if you happen to know your rider number. So those things will all be taken care of. Next, when you come in, we're going to talk a little bit more about where we're located at here. So on the screen, I'm going to put up for 200 riders to start with. We're going to show you at Eureka. It's in a horseshoe. We will be located up by the middle school, grade school area at the top of the horseshoe. Our tent set up. We will have some tents from Chamois Butter also. They're helping us out this year with tents. So you'll see their tents. You will see our signage, our flags, everything like that. We are close to porta potties, so that will be right there. We'll get you taken care of, and then you're out. So you're on the back side, the tail end of all the SAG support. You do not have to go looking for us. We will be right on course. If you look at the rider's guide in Unbounds, it will show you where we're at also. Checkpoint number 2 is in Madison, and this also goes for the 100 riders. You're coming off a little trail. You're going to cross the mat. To your right, you will see Never Let Go, Unbounds, SAG support, and immediately you will see us as you start to make a turn to your left, a little turn left. You will see our setup. We will be at the same location for both the 100 and 200. So it's before you even hit pavement going downtown. We'll have our tents, and we'll also have chamois butter tents there. So both locations are very obvious, easy for you to find, and on course. You do not have to veer off course. So we make sure we take care of some of those things for you. If we do have to pick you up on course, we have a couple of asks. One, as mentioned, make sure you've got my cell phone. 2, if you can send me a pin for the location that you're at through Google, that helps our drivers be able to locate you. We're trying to track riders over 200 miles throughout the Flint Hills, and we don't know every inch of this. So the more that you can let us know about where you're at, send us a pin, that really helps out. Please understand that if it is muddy or you're on really rough roads, we may ask you to go to a corner or someplace that we can get to you. We can't always pick you up right where you're at due to safety reasons, because we also don't want to interfere with the other riders on the course. So please be aware of that as our drivers are picking you up. If we do have to pick people up, we will take you back to Madison, to that checkpoint, and then we load up into one vehicle with a van that can haul more people back to Emporia. And again, if you happen to get a ride with someone else, please let me know so that we can mark you off and know that you were safe and sound as we go along. Most of our team has done different distances within Unbound Gravel or other gravel events across the Midwest, so we're all very familiar with what it's like on race day and happy to support you, excited for this opportunity for you. And one thing that we always pride ourselves on is we want to see our finishing rate very high. So if you need help with something, let us know. We're here to help support you and get you across that finish line and have a great day on the bike. We want you to worry about riding, and we'll take care of the rest. Lastly, I do want to thank our sponsors, Aristocrat Motors here in Kansas City for all of your auto needs, Eric's Bike and Board, Rudy Project, and Chamois Butter. We really appreciate Chamois Butter stepping up and helping us out with some additional tents so that we can keep as much sun off of folks as needed. With that, thank you again to our sponsors, and thank you to all you riders for choosing 3 Feet Cycling for your support at Unbound Gravel 2023.